Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be playing with a lot of products that I've never really tried before. I went like a month without filming, and in that time I was sent a lot of things. I also bought some things, and I've been doing my makeup lately with the intention of testing things out and reviewing them and whatnot. So that's what I was doing today, and I figured this time I would just turn the camera on and film with you guys, or for you guys I guess. Yeah, I just, before was not really in the headspace to even form a thought, let alone film. So it's so funny, in my last video I was like, oh, now that I'm back trying to film, watch something happen, and of course I get sick. So I'm very nasally, I'm congested, I apologize. My voice is driving me nuts too. Let's just get on with it. I'm first gonna jump into this eyeshadow palette. ColourPop sent it over like a long time ago. I think I was at my old house when they sent this. Actually, I know I was at my old house because I tried to distract myself by filming a swatch video of the liquid eyeshadows in this collection because I was having a panic attack. So I was definitely in my old house. This is the Legend of Korra collection. Korra? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I don't really watch these types of shows. This is what the palette looks like. Oh, actually, I took 3 shades out. So this is not the whole palette. These 3 shades are missing. Do I even want to play with this if like the shades are gone? Like I took them out. It didn't come like this. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to create something cohesive. Okay, I'm going to use the liquid eyeshadows and then I'll use a different palette. Okay, I did receive that though, so if you want to see it, let me know and I can film with it. I just, took all the eyeshadows out for some reason. I had a lot of proms last week, so I think I took them out because they were like colors that I wanted to use for the prom girls, because prom girls, they typically don't go for neutrals. They're my favorite types of clients because their skin is often so smooth and they want to go for something that's not neutrals. ColourPop also sent me this and I'm so excited about it. I've already tried this once and I'm obsessed already. Oh my god. This is the Smoke and Roses palette, and it's like obviously a rose toned palette. So there's that. The shimmers in here, chef's kiss, amazing, so pretty. The ones that I've tried, I haven't tried all of them. Anyway, I guess let's get into it. I'm gonna prime using the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I'm still not really getting on with this. It creases and cracks like almost immediately, but it could be because I'm using too much. So I typically do that with concealer. Like even that's a lot. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? I'm just gonna blend it out. Can we also talk about drugstore makeup prices right now? Like, it's insane how much I am paying for drugstore makeup. Not that I'm buying it all that often, but yesterday I was in Walmart and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. So I bought an e.l.f. primer, Covergirl lip gloss, this Marcel Micellar water, that's my favorite, and I bought lash glue for my makeup kit, like my artist kit, $50. $50! In what world? At Walmart! For 4 things! I was shook. And I know Shoppers Drug Mart, for those of us that are Canadian, is also just as bad because it's owned by Loblaws. And if you're Canadian, you know the issue with that. And then I'm gonna set that concealer with my One Size powder. I'm still not 100% sure about how I feel on this powder, so stay tuned. I'm still gathering thoughts. I think I want to keep my matte eyeshadows pretty neutral for this look because I'm gonna go a little bit funkier with my lid shade. I think that's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna use this shade here called Look at Me. It's like a rosy brown. That's how I describe it. Debbie's in here watching me if you hear her. She's a big girl, so she's not exactly quiet. The cats are adjusting well, kind of. Debbie had a really hard time with this move. Especially physically, like she started peeing blood just because of the stress, and since she was so stressed her immune system was down, so she got a UTI and it was just a whole thing, so we had to put her on antibiotics. She's feeling better now. She still pees a little bit of blood, but it's just, residual inflammation in her bladder. She also has like bladder problems. I'm gonna use this mirror from the Snow White collection because my up close mirror is too far. So yeah, this move was really freaking hard on all of us, including the cats. But she's doing better, and we have a balcony in our new apartment. Actually, it's more like a deck. Like we have like a pretty large outdoor space and she's loving it out there. Just living her best queen life. Then I'm gonna take this shade here called Spun Around. It's like a dark brown, and I might take a little bit of this shade called Smoked Out. It's like a grayish black, and I'm gonna use these 2 colors on the outer corner. I feel like that Spun Around shade, I guess it did kind of show up. was gonna say it didn't really do much, but I think it did actually. And then I'm just gonna dip ever so slightly into that shade Smoked Out. And I'm just gonna further define / smoke out the outer corner. Then I'm gonna go in with these new ColourPop, well, they're not really that new. They came with the Legend of Korra collection, and they're like little tiny liquid eyeshadows, which honestly, I really like the size of these because I feel like I'm not gonna reach for these a ton. So the fact that they're in little tiny tubes and they're actually reasonably priced for duochromes, like that's awesome. I find this shade very intriguing. It's the shade Fire. Let me see if I can get that duochrome to, yeah, I think you can really see it there. Actually, it's like a multi-chrome, I'd say. Like it looks red and then it looks gold and then it looks blue. It's pretty cool. I'll zoom you in for this and let's see if they're as pretty on the eyes as they are in the tube. I was so happy to see that ColourPop released something like this because it's like actually like different for them. Yeah, I can see the duochrome. I think when I pat it out, I see it more actually. Interesting. When you shear it out, it's like much more noticeable. You can still definitely see the duochrome, not as intensely as I would like, but I mean, for a cheap option for duochromes, like duochromes are so expensive, or even like multi-chromes, they're so expensive. So I think that's kind of nice. I like it. I'm gonna take a little bit of this one called Air, and it's got like bronze and blue and some green. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Let's go for right here. Wonder if you mix them, if you get more shades. Doesn't appear so. I'm just gonna line my eyes with my KBD tattoo. Probably one of my worst winged eyeliners I've done in a while, but you know, we're gonna roll with it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna pop off camera and then I'm going to add mascara, lashes, and do this eye, and then we can continue testing stuff when I'm back because my lashes and stuff, it's nothing new. So be right back. Okay, so the top half of my eyes are finished and now I want to go in with primer. I got the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I think it's supposed to be a Hydro Grip dupe. I don't even like Hydro Grip, so I don't know why I was so intrigued by this. I think it's the color, honestly. Marketing at its finest. Grip makeup and lock in hydration with this hyaluronic acid infused clear gel primer. The dewy texture grips onto skin without clogging pores for perfect makeup application. Allow to set for 30 seconds and activate grip prior to makeup application. Okay, I like this kind of packaging where it's a pump, but it's like a tube still. I can't tell if it has a smell. I'm still congested, so I don't really know. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it's a little sticky. It's kind of like, oh, I guess it is like a gel. They did say that. It feels nice and cooling. And it feels thick, but not in a way that's like feeling thick on the skin. It just feels like there's something there. I don't know if that makes sense. You know how some primers just kind of absorb into the skin and you're like, is it even doing anything? I feel like I can feel this on my skin a little bit, but like it doesn't feel that heavy. Yeah, definitely sticky. It's so funny because like if a primer was sticky and it wasn't like gripping, I would not consider that to be a good thing. I'm gonna use the Catrice True Skin and I'm gonna mix it with the Makeup by Mario to get a decent shade match for me. I was gonna try a new foundation, but I just don't want to mix primers and foundations, like new ones anyway, and I'm more interested in how the primer is working. I decided to test the primer today. I feel like though I gotta wear it for a long time to see if it really grips, but I can give a first impression because the Hydro Grip, I knew right away I didn't like it. e.l.f. creates dupes lately that are like better than the original, so that's why I was kind of also intrigued to try this. I really want to try those new like lip balms and lip scrubs from them. They have like a cotton candy one. That sounds divine. I actually really like how this is laying. I feel like the milk, like it gripped in certain places and not in others, so it kind of made my foundation go on patchy, but this is very smooth so far. And I just used this foundation combo in like a previous video and it's been kind of my go-to lately, so I know how this foundation combination usually looks. And I do feel like it looks more like skin than usual. Maybe it's because I used less. I don't know, because I'm trying to use less as I'm about to cake on this Hourglass concealer. I just find like over here it really starts to cake up and crease. So maybe I'll try to like stay away from this area. I use less. Let's see if that has any sort of effect on how this looks for me. And I'll be able to tell if this technique works shortly, because this concealer kicks up on me normally like right away. And then I'm just setting it with more one size powder. If it didn't kick up and crease on me the way it does, I would love this concealer. That's why I'm trying so hard to make it work. That is a super flawless finish under my eyes. I think it's really pretty. For bronzer, I don't really have anything new, so I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury Duo. Haven't used it in a while, so I feel like in my last video I said, oh, this new house is so quiet and there's like so much noise going on outside right now. It's insane. Just freaking making me look like an idiot and eating my words. So okay, so I just added a little bit of eyeshadow and mascara to my lower lash line. That was nothing new, so I just did it off camera. For blush, I got this blush when I went to Ulta. This is the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. I got the shade Pink Flush. I just really like the baked highlighter. I don't know if I'm gonna like this though. It looks like it kind of has like gold glitters in it. It's baked, so it does look like it has that luminosity, but then there's like little flecks of glitter and I'm just not sure. So let's try it. I've been watching Vanderpump Rules because of Scandival. I figured it was necessary that I start from season 1. If anyone watches that, me too now apparently. I've seen episodes here and there, like I knew all of the characters because my mom watches it. So if I was hanging out with her, I would just like watch an episode, but I don't really have any like context. I don't know like who's cheated on who, any like history and stuff like that. I have no idea. So I figured I would start from the beginning so I can know all that stuff. And yeah, the glitter's showing up on my face. It's a beautiful blush despite the glitter, so that's kind of annoying. Like it does have the glow, but it also has the glitter. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera. Ugh, that sucks because I do really like that blush actually. That's super pretty. I didn't really have high hopes for it because I don't love like glowy blushes, but I actually like this one if it didn't have like chunks of gold glitter. Unsure how I feel about that. I don't think I feel very good about it. See if I can like tap away the glitter. I don't know if it's super noticeable. Like it is, but this is my magnifying mirror, so like of course it's going to be noticeable. It's super smooth feeling on my cheek too. It blended out really nicely as well. I don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Okay, so for highlighter, I don't have anything new, so we're gonna go for Rare Beauty, obviously. Man, that is just so pretty. That bird. Holy crow. It's not a crow, but you know what I mean. And then I'm just gonna pop some on my inner corner. If that bird doesn't shut up, I'm gonna pack up and move. Okay, for lips, I don't remember using this, but it's definitely like not sharp, so I've used it at some point. This is the NYX matte lip liner in the shade Free Spirit. There's a cat hair on my nose. Oh, got it. Thank God. Oh, it's a little more coral than I was expecting it to be. I don't love coral lip liners. Doesn't really look like, I mean, I guess kind of. It's a lot lighter and a lot more orange, I feel, than like the end of this lip liner. Like that does not match at all. Guess I'll get over it. What's your favorite lip pencil? Leave it in the comments down below because I'm looking for some for my makeup kit. Currently, I've been loving Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. I want to find a dupe for that at the drugstore. Maybe I'll go and try and find a color dupe for that. It's so hard though because a drugstore doesn't have testers, you know? Okay, I pretty much filled in my entire lip. I feel like this is really like not a flattering color on me at all. So let's try and fix it with some lip gloss. I bought this from Covergirl. It's the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss. I feel like everyone's talking about these, and I was getting FOMO, so I wanted one. I can't tell if I like the way it smells. It smells like sweet tarts or something. Some sort of candy. This is the shade Havana Good Time, but instead of Havana, it's Havana, like Havana Good Time. You get it? You know, like Cuba. Or it smells like sour gummy candy, like a sour gummy worm. But I just feel like there's kind of that artificial plasticky lip gloss smell behind the initial smell, and I can't tell if it's because I'm sick or if that's actually there. There's like no color to that. I guess I really didn't have to stand for 20 minutes picking out a color. I don't like that lip liner. The color. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's not flattering on me. This is a nice gloss though. Oh, it's goopy though. Damn it. Maybe I just put too much on. There, I think that looks better. I can't tell. What do you guys think? I actually think I like that gloss. Especially if I were to wear it on its own. I don't like it over this lip liner because I just don't like this lip liner. I think that was a pretty successful makeup application. I really like that primer so far. Honestly, I might have just been applying too much of that concealer because it looks really freaking good right now. And usually by now, it's definitely creasing and caked up. Like, for sure. Do I like this concealer now? Oh God, I hope so. I could put it in my kit. I'm looking for something that's good for more mature skin because Shape Tape, it's too thick for mature skin. So if I can get this concealer to work, that would be great because I've been having a rough go with concealers lately. Not lately, but I just feel like I've been trying to find something good for like a year now. And the only good one I found is the ABH Magic Touch. I really like that. So yeah, quick roundup, Smoke and Roses palette. Love it. I do really like these. I just don't know how often I'll actually use them. Not super wearable, but really fun. And I feel like it's an affordable way to kind of dip your toes into something duochrome. So that's fun. So far, I really like this primer. Really nice. Still unsure about the Pure Nude Baked Blush. I do really like how it's looking, which is weird because I don't really like glowy blush normally. Lip liner is a definite no just because of the color. It's too orangey. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Clean, fresh, yummy gloss. So far so good. Feels really smooth on the lips, not really sticky at all. It's getting kind of goopy on the sides of my mouth, but I think I just applied too much because I got a little trigger happy with that. So yeah, overall, I think this was a pretty successful try on. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. It's definitely something more casual. I'm in my robe. I just thought I'd turn the camera on and kind of chat with you guys a little bit. So I don't know. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. Yeah, I think that's it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps me out so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!